What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Anime Parodies, and today we will be covering all current known members of the D family. The will of the D is something that has been a mystery throughout the whole One Piece, dating back to an SBS question where a fan had asked Oda, what does the D in Luffy's name mean? It's something that has been constantly questioned, but by not only the fandom but characters in One Piece as well. And it seems like every person in One Piece who does know what D means and happens to come across a D member gets extremely cautious, and this piques our interest and what it means even more. I mean, am I lying though? During the Fire Festival, Law found a poneglyph. I believe that poneglyph will tell us what D means. This will make perfect sense because we recently got a flashback of Law asking Robin what D meant, and her telling him she doesn't know. Now before we get into this video, I would like to say welcome to Anime Parodies. Here on this channel I cover a variety of content, ranging from weekly reviews of One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen, to origins of characters like Yoruichi from Demon Slayer, to ability to explain videos like the 6 Eyes. So definitely hit the subscribe button and join the family. If you happen to enjoy this video, definitely drop me a like and comment down below. It helps improve the YouTube algorithm and lets me know you guys fuck with the videos, so I'll keep the videos coming. Now before we get into this video, comment down below your favorite character of One Piece and why. Now let's get on with this video. The first member of the D family we are going to be talking about is the future Pirate King, Monkey D. Luffy. He's our protagonist, our best boy, and he's about to be Kaido. At the age 19, Luffy is the youngest known carrier of the D initial. After young Luffy was given his signature straw hat and inspired by a red-haired Shanks, after Shanks saved his life, Luffy decided he no longer wanted to join his idol Shanks' crew. He decided once he reached a certain age, he set out to gather a crew and become the next king of the pirates. Luffy did do as he said he would, and he did gather an awesome crew, one that we now know and love as the Straw Hat Pirates. After many crazy encounters with strong pirates and government officials, Luffy has made quite a name for himself and is a serious candidate for the king of the pirates. I mean, he's even getting acknowledged by emperors who have been in the game for years, but I mean, it's Luffy of course. I expected nothing less from the future king of the pirates. As of right now in the story, Luffy has allied with the Samurai Wano, Minks of Zou, and fellow Worst Generation members Useless Kid, Trafalgar Law, and Killer to take down Big Mom and Kaido. So our boy is definitely on his way to greatness. Now that is it for Luffy. On to our next member. Our next member of the D family we are going to be talking about is the Surgeon of Death, Trafalgar D. Water Law, better known as Traffy or Trollguy by the Straw Hat crew. Law is the only known survivor of Fleavance Ambulance Syndrome, an outbreak which wiped out the whole town of Fleavance. Law was originally supposed to die as well, but with the help of Corazon, he was able to live after Corazon found the Opi Opi no Mi and gave it to him. After he ate the fruit, Law was able to control his fruit and perform the medical procedure needed to save himself. Sometime later, Law met Beppo and his other crew members and decided to set out as pirates and explore the world. Law has this awesome idea of turning the world upside down. He wants to stir up a storm, and he's very determined to do so can't wait to see what's to come for him in the future. As of right now, Law is allied with Luffy and is planning to take down Kaido. That is it for Law. If you guys would like a full video dedicated to Law's backstory or a double fruit explanation of the Opi Opi no Mi, comment down below and drop a like. If you get this video to 30 likes, I'll definitely do it. On to our next member. The next member of the D family is Portgas D. Ace. Man, I miss you, Ace. He was really my favorite character in the show. Comment down RIP in the comment section below. Ace is the son of the king of the pirates Gol D Roger and Portgas D Rouge. Ace was originally born Gol D Ace, but he decided to take his mother's name instead. Ace is the sworn older brother of Luffy and Sabo, the adopted grandson of Garp and the former commander of the 2nd Division of the Whitebeard Pirates. As a child, he, Luffy, and Sabo all promised each other that once they got older, they set out to sea at the age of 17 and become great pirates. Ace then left at the age of 17 and become a pirate, and sometime later he joined the Whitebeard Pirates and became the 2nd Commander Division. Marshal D. Teach, a member of the Ace's division, decided to kill the 4th Commander Thatch in order to acquire the Yami Yami no Mi. Ace couldn't stand the fact that Blackbeard betrayed Whitebeard, and so Ace went out to chase Blackbeard. Sometime later, Ace and Blackbeard came across each other, and after a crazy battle, Ace unfortunately lost to Blackbeard and was turned into the Marines. This led to the war known as the War of the Best, a war between the Whitebeard Pirates and the Marines in order to rescue Ace. Unfortunately, Ace wound up dying during the war after jumping in the way for Luffy. Till this day, I shed tears every time I watch that scene, man. I love Ace as a character. He's one of my favorite anime characters of all time, and I'm pretty sure you guys love him too. This explanation for Ace was originally supposed to be way longer, to be honest, but for the sake of this video, I decided to cut it. But if you guys would like a full video explaining Ace, once I hit 50 subs, I promise I'll drop that video. Now on to the next member. And since we're talking about family, we might as well go on to his dad, man, Gol D Roger, the king of the pirates. Now originally when we first started the series, we knew him as Gol Roger, Now I personally don't think Oda had this whole D thing thought out all the way through when he created him, but there's a possibility he did, because Luffy's name was always Monkey D. Luffy. But yeah, it was later in the story when we got a flashback of Roger and Whitebeard's final meeting is when we learned his actual name was Gol D Roger, and that the government was trying to supposedly cover it up. As stated earlier, Gol Roger is the king of the pirates. I believe he set out to sea around the same age as Luffy. While looking to gather a crew, he met his first mate, the Dark King Silver's Rayleigh. He viewed their first meeting as a fated encounter and demanded he join the crew. Rayleigh of course said no, like he thought Roger was out of his mind. But eventually he did join Roger's crew, and then the two set out and they made quite a name for themselves. I believe as Roger started making a name for himself, he met Garp and they formed sort of a rivalry similar to like what Luffy and Smoker have. But I believe Garp was actually around or equal to Roger in strength, while Smoker and Luffy are in two different dimensions. Like, let's keep it real. Sometime later, Roger and Garp teamed up on an island called God Valley, and together they took down a dangerous pirate called Rouge D. Xebec. He was known as Roger's most formidable opponent. There are theories that speculate that Whitebeard possibly switched sides and helped, but we have no clue on what happened. But besides that, Rouge was defeated. I hope this doesn't stay a mystery forever. I hope we get a small flashback of what happened, but I believe we definitely might get it in Kaido's backstory. Moving on, sometime later, Roger stuck into Big Mom's territory and stole her poneglyph. Roger and the Roger pirates then sailed to every island, but once they reached the final island, Lotus Third, the log post would start spinning in all sorts of directions. It was then Roger knew that the only way they would get to the final island is by way of the road poneglyphs, but he had one problem: a boy could not read them. Sometime later, Roger came across Odin, a samurai from Wano, who was a commander on the Whitebeard's crew. And once he found out Odin could read the poneglyphs, he begged Whitebeard and Odin for Odin to join the crew. Odin accepted, and so they went on a journey and read all the poneglyphs, which led them to the final island, which he named Lavdhill. After conquering the entire Grand Line, Roger was given the title King of the Pirates. By the end of his journey, Roger had a serious illness which had no cure, so he decided to turn himself in. Roger had accomplished everything he wanted. Before he turned himself in, he met Portgas D, Rouge, to make Ace real quick, and then he took off. And he also made a quick stop at Whitebeard's place to say goodbye. On the day of his execution, thousands of people arrived to watch his execution, and we even had young big shots such as Mihawk, Doflamingo, Crocodile, Smoker, Shanks, and Dragon. Before Roger was executed, we had a man in the crowd ask for his treasure, the One Piece, and so Roger spoke his famous words: "You want my treasure? You can have it. I left everything I gathered in one place. Now you just have to find it." And so the Great Pirate Era began, and many pirates set out to sea to find the King of the Pirates' treasure, the One Piece. Roger is the only known D member who knows what D means. I plan on making a full video explaining Roger, so drop a like and comment down below. Let me know if you guys would like a full video explaining Roger. The next member of the D family we are going to be talking about is Roger's classic rival, Garp. Monkey D. Garp is currently the oldest D member. Garp is an extremely famous and powerful marine, even holding a nickname such as Garp the Fist or Garp the Hero. I believe he's the strongest marine ever, and he's easily a top 5 strongest character of the show, even in his current age. Garp joined the Marines along with Sengoku and Suru at age 22, and over the years he would rise through the ranks, working his way up to Vice Admiral. Garp had numerous offers to become the Fleet Admiral, but he always refused. I believe Garp didn't take the offer because he didn't want to be associated with the Celestial Dragons, but we have yet to get a proper explanation on that. Comment down below what you think it is. 38 years ago, before the present storyline, Garp teamed up with Roger and defeated Rouge D. Xebec in God Valley. It was after this incident Garp earned his nickname Hero of the Marines. Although this is one of his greatest accomplishments, Garp hates talking about it due to the fact he had to team up with a pirate. 30 years ago, Garp fought Don Chinjiao and earned his name Garp the Fist, after dead Chinjiao's pointy head, which was hilarious, man. I deadass might go watch that after this. Before his longtime rival Roger was executed, Roger asked Garp to take care of his son, and so Garp became the adopted grandfather to Ace and dropped him off at Dadan. Garp wanted Luffy and Ace to become strong marines, but the two decided to take their life as a pirate. Nowadays, I guess you could just say Garp takes it easy and stays out the way. Garp did train Kobe and Helmeppo and made them both some decent marines. Now moving on to our next member, Monkey D. Dragon. Monkey D. Dragon is the son of Monkey D. Garp, as well as the father of Monkey D. Luffy. He is the leader of the Revolutionary Army, and he is also known as the world's worst criminal. Dragon is probably by far one of the biggest mysteries in One Piece itself. We have no idea what Dragon did to become the world's most wanted man. Why did he choose the path of a revolutionary instead of a marine, and why couldn't he raise Luffy? And most of all, how strong is he? People always debating Dragon and Shanks, Dragon and Akainu. Man, I don't know, man. Some people even say Dragon had possibly Roger's devil fruit. I don't know, it's just crazy. But I'm waiting for Oda to reveal that to us though. During the day of Roger's execution, Dragon was present, but at the same time he was very young and he didn't have any tattoos yet. Sometime later, Dragon had Luffy and dropped him off at Garp. As stated, we still don't know why he couldn't raise Luffy. 12 years before the current storyline, he saved the young Sabo and took him in as a son and brought him up, and eventually Sabo became the chief of the revolutionary. In the Logtown arc, before Luffy was about to be killed by Smoker, Dragon came just in time and saved him. And he also came to, I believe, he also came to see Luffy off. Yeah, that's what I remember. Dragon occasionally faced the East Blue every time he would step on a balcony facing the direction of his sun. There are many theories and speculation that the revolutionary is currently in Wano. That is it for Dragon. That is all we have of him right now. Once we probably get a backstory of Dragon, hopefully we get that. I'll definitely try and make a video updated on fully explaining Dragon, but until then we're just gonna have to keep waiting. But on to our next member, Portgas D Rouge. For those of you who didn't know, Portgas D Rouge is the lover of Gol D, Roger, and the mother of Ace. She's the first and currently only known female carrier of the D initial. Not much is known about her other than the fact that she died from childbirth after carrying Ace in her womb for 20 months. Props to her for doing that. I hope it's possible to get a little bit more info on her, maybe when she met Roger, if she was a pirate or something along those lines. Since it appears we're on a tight schedule, I wouldn't be mad if we don't end up getting more info on her, but I feel like she might show up in Roger's backstory. On to our next member, Jaguar D Saul. Jaguar D Saul is very unique because he's the only known giant to carry the initial D, but according to the One Piece Wiki, he said everyone in the family has it as well. So it's safe to assume there are other giants who carry the D initial, adding even more interest to what it means. Jaguar D Saul is a former Marine Vice Admiral, and he and Aokiji were actually good friends. Saul is a giant, but he wasn't born in Elbaf. He was actually born in the South Blue. Crazy, right? Before he joined the Marines, he actually explored the Grand Line. Although he didn't dive too deep into his journey, he did say he met quite a few Devil Fruit users. During his time in the Marines, Saul was present during the Storm and Ed War, walking with Garp, Kuzan, Akainu, and Suru. One day while Saul came across a wanted ship being led by archaeologists of Ohara who had left the West Blue in hopes of uncovering the mysteries of the poneglyphs. Despite ordering his men to take them all alive, they killed all of them except Nico Ovia. After reporting to Sengoku of what happened, Sengoku informed him that he will be one of the admirals leading the Buster Call against Ohara for his crime for attempting to decipher the poneglyphs. After hearing this, it was then Saul began to doubt the world government, and after talking to Ovia, it was then Saul grew disgusted with the Marines and decided to quit and oppose the world government by letting her go. Shortly after, he was shipwrecked in the storm and somehow wound up on Ohara itself. Isn't that crazy? But I guess that might have been destiny. It was there he met and befriended Robin and saw Ovia once again. During the Buster Call on Ohara, he saw his friend Kuzan, who had no choice but to kill him. But he did honor Saul's wish by letting Robin live. As Saul was being frozen, Saul smiled and laughed just like Roger and Ace as they died. And I really enjoyed Saul as a character. He was really cool. But before we get into this next one, comment down below your favorite member of the D family. The next member we are going to be talking about is Rouge D Xebec. Rouge D Xebec is the leader of what became known as the world's strongest pirate crew in the world. Rouge was the captain of the Rouge Pirate, a crew which had Big Mom, Kaido, and the legendary Whitebeard. Rouge aspired to become the king of the world. He was known as Roger's most formidable opponent. It was through the combined efforts of Monkey D. Garp and Gol D. Roger that he was able to be defeated on God Valley. It was reported that he died that day. Not much else is known about Rouge. The fandom is dying for a glimpse of what happened that day. I'd definitely love to see it. Oda always gives us these fights that had happened previously before the One Piece storyline, and we never see them. Like, it's crazy, man. There's a rumor that Whitebeard switched sides and helped Roger and Garp. But I don't know, man. Oda, man, there's so many legendary offspring fights, man, you have yet to show us, man. Man, it's crazy. Now, let's get on to our last member of the D family, Marshall D. Teach. Now, the reason why I say Blackbeard for last is because I think Blackbeard isn't a real D. Out of all the D, he's the only carrier to show fear of death. Despite how I feel about him, we are still going to be diving a little into him. And I would like to throw it out there, despite how I feel about him, I personally feel like Blackbeard's character in whole is genius. Personally, I do not like him, but his character is amazing. Blackbeard is the captain of the Blackbeard Pirates. He is currently one of the 4 Emperors of the Sea along with Shanks, Big Mom, and Kaido. He was a former member of the Whitebeard Pirates under the 2nd Division until he decided to kill Thatch, the 4th Commander, and steal the Yami Yami no Mi. Ace, the 2nd Commander, was pissed at the disrespect for not only killing his crewmate but also disrespecting Whitebeard. Sometime later, he and Ace fought on Bonera Island, and unfortunately, Blackbeard came out with the win, and then he turned Ace in and became a warlord. He used the commotion going on and impelled on to recruit a few inmates and develop his crew. When the Paramount War was close to over, Blackbeard and his crew showed up and finished off a heavily injured Whitebeard. He then took his devil fruit, the Tremor fruit, which is arguably the strongest paramecia fruit, And during the 2-year time skip, Blackbeard perfected that fruit. Like, I mean, man, I can't imagine what he could do now. In between the time skip, Blackbeard and the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates engaged in a war known as the Payback War. Unfortunately, the Whitebeard pirates lost, and yeah, man, Blackbeard just a sick man. During the 2-year time skip, Blackbeard became an emperor of the sea, replacing Whitebeard. Till this day, Teach continues to make mysterious moves, crazy moves that blow us away. How is he the only person with 2 devil fruits? Why is his shape named after Portgas D Xebec? My biggest question is, how is he able to give Shanks' signature 3 scars under his eyes? Well, that wraps it up for this video. Thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. Comment down below, drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button for more content. Let me know what other One Piece videos you guys would like me to cover. I got a video called All Users of Conqueror's Haki dropping soon. Well, you guys have to run this one up and let me know if you guys enjoyed this one in the comment section below. It is your boy Anime Paradise, and you guys have an awesome day. Take care. See you boys in the next one.